Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Old School. I don't know. I feel it needs to be done because some people just don't understand what this hobby is. You know, today is just another day in paradise, another day of learning, another day of telling the truth. So, in this hobby we're in, this game we play, some folks take it way more seriously than it needs to be. Now, it's gotten to the point in the last day or two where I've had a conversation, an argument, a disagreement. I mean, all the above with a promo artist, claiming that I'm the reason that groups are dying and that I use blood money to get my way through the promo realm, a fake land that we all are in. But he's going to expose me for who I am. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Old School in the promo realm. Outside the promo realm, my name is Christopher Ishler. Now, who's Chris Ishler? I'm a hood rat from the hood. Am I affiliated? Yes, I am. That has no bearing on the promo realm. Is there blood money? Don't know what he means by blood money because I don't deal drugs. I don't do none of that. I'm in a different style family than maybe he's used to. But that's the exposure of a two-faced friend, as I've been called. See, here's the difference, man. I'll come out and say anything you think you're going to say that's going to expose me. Is there politics in the promo world? Of course there is. There's no way around the politics. Do I use my stature as a veteran in this game? No, I don't. I am invited in by owners. They want me to come in because, well, I bring people with me. You know, that inner circle that you so much dislike because they follow me and not you. Let's be honest, man. I'm not out here to bash you. I'm just out here to tell you the truth, man. None of this bears anything on my real life. You could come out here and expose what you think is exposure, homeboy, and I'm still going to be living a good life. I'm still going to be in groups that don't want you but want me. That's the plain truth. There's no changing it. No matter what you do in your life, it's not going to affect mine. And that's the problem with promos today. Because some people, that's all they have in their life is this game. What we do, those things right there mean the world to them. To be a champion at something, hey, good for you. I've won over 70 of them. Big fucking deal. Big deal. Now, he's also made a statement that nobody's ever gotten paid for promos. I have. I've been paid to promo. My son, Cody Bentley, a few of us have been paid to promo. Sorry, it's factual, it's actual. And if you ask a lot of the promo realm, they know it to be true. Because in certain contests, you can win money. We have done that. So we've been paid to promo. But yet, more exposure. I guess he has a problem that I have a wife and a girlfriend. Listen, homie, guess what promo has zero to do with? Religion. Nobody cares. Next, he don't like that. Well, I guess I make money. Oh, money is the root of all evil, isn't it? But you work a 9 to 5 to make money. See, my thing here is exposure is all what it's been said. Okay. So many people have said the same thing you've said. Guys back 5 years ago in the VOH were saying the same thing about me, but yet who did they call to come in and promo in their group to help save the group? Oh, wait a minute, that's me, the blood money guy, that I supposedly have used that money to to get ahead in the promo realm. Bro, if you think that's what's life about, that I need to pay to get ahead in a Disney world of fucking fake characters, homie, I wake up in the morning and French kiss the morning every morning. I'm a happy individual. My life is great. It's grand. I have a family of people who I love to death in this game. I talk to them every day. You know that group chat that you said you were a spy and you sat there, bro. Anything I said in those group chats, I'll say to the people I was talking about. You don't believe me? Ask Joshua Penrod. He tried to play the same game you did, and we went live together. And I said exactly what I said to anybody else about him to him. And that's how much I respect the game. So, the biggest thing I have a problem with is in this game, only certain people are allowed to have opinions. Only certain people are allowed to say what they feel. But when somebody that a lot of people don't like, and simply because of that person's success in this game, oh my God, then it's criminal. It's horrible. It's just ridiculous. Some people say, we'll hit that subject too while we're here. Some people say that the VOH has changed. It's gotten so hard to, they just don't like it. It's not for the kids anymore. Well, that's true. It's not for the children anymore. I hate to tell you, 90% of this promo realm should never be for children. Just being real. You know, from a Christian man walking on here cussing and swearing and flaring up like he's crazy, you really want the kids to hear that? I'm just saying. You can throw stones at glass houses, homie, but when they bounce back and hit you, what happens? The truth happens. And the truth is this: you can say whatever you want to say about me, but never in the promo realm, never in the promo realm have I given two shits about my stature or my position in said group. Okay. I went to HSP on a whim, invited there by somebody else, ended up winning the tag team titles and meeting one of my best friends, the Roughneck, Darren C. Leonard. Love that guy to death. That was the greatest gift I got by going to HSP. And a lot of people are going to say, holy shit, old school said that. I want to thank Dr. Quack for that, because he let me into HSP where I could meet Darren and we could become Fear of the Beards. And he even gave me an opportunity to be his champion. And I won that, had a great match with Shady, one of my favorite matches I ever did. So, you know, anybody listening can thank Dr. Quack for me because he's got me blocked. But hey, that's real. I thank the guy for that. We don't like each other. We don't like a lot of things about promo we do, but that's part of the game. And then, you know, I worked for another guy, a guy that I truly, truly like and respected. But I don't know. It seems like he's, you know, leaning towards the same side as that dude. Uh, and his group was, you know, taking a break or whatever. And, you know, I got some weird information. I relayed it on here, and now you can come on here and say, hey, you know, it is what it is. You know, you get fed information, you repeat the information. And I guess he's still mad about that. But hey, I wish him the best too. You know what I mean? I have nothing against him. But my problem with today is somebody's going to get DMs, in your DMs, and want to fight over the promo realm. I mean, I send you my address. I told you that in the messages, bro. It ain't no deal. And don't worry, you ain't got to worry about a bunch of guys jumping you because they all just want to watch. But for real, this is my life. You come into my life, my real life, then you're going to have a problem. And it's not a problem you're going to like. See, this promo game we play, I've been in it for 9 years. And I've got a lot of friends. A lot of them have come to my home, cookouts, hanging out. I've got trips planned to go meet a bunch more folks. But if you want to talk about people that are affiliated, you better be careful, because I'm going to give you a real big clue to something. There's some Bloods and Crips in this game. You just don't know who they are. You just don't know who they are. Remember that. I just happen to. But it is what it is. I love this game. I love the competitive nature of this game. I love the fact that you can be characters that, you know, you may not be on an everyday level. You know what I mean? Uh, I go places when they call me and say, hey, you want to come over and promo? Fucking A, right, I do. I just got invited to, I think it's called Fight Club or something over in IW, because they saw my stuff and they say, you know, hey, that's some really competitive shit. You know, I appreciate the offer, but I like this more. I respect this more. I have fun, with more of this than I would there, I'm sure. But the real person, Chris, when I leave the promo realm, I am what you see. There's a gentleman here named James Ellis has been to my house multiple times. One of my good friends, good brother, known him 9 years. There's nothing to hide, big boy. Go exposing. Use your pull, as you say you have in some groups that I don't promo in because of guys like you thinking you have pull in those groups. So see, that's why this podcast is being done today, not because I'm gonna come out here and bash you. I'm coming out here and exposing myself, what you were going to do. The only thing that you had left was, oh no, I'm going to expose this guy. Homie, I exposed myself. I am who I am. I'm part of a club that you call gang bangers, which all, by the way, they all thought you were fucking hilarious. They listened to all your messages. Just letting you know. And Mr. Ellis can also speak on that. He's been here when the club's been together. Do we look like gang bangers? Do we look like we have blood money? Come on, man. Come on. You could spit that rhetoric all you want, but just remember, bruh, the God you love so much will judge you, because thou shalt not judge. Remember that. What's going on, Eric? The Oklahoma outlaw up in this motherfucker. Another guy that's the other subject. Jesus Christ, I didn't know we had such a big follower group of HHE people. Listen, we're a promo group of individuals that have been a family for 9 years. I've known these guys since BTB, and we have just been a crew that runs together. And we got each other's backs, and we've been a team. We've won tag titles. It's just what we do. There's a lot of factions out there, that have been around for many, many years. But we've been around 9 years, started back in the Money Mafia days. And those guys I respect the most in the world. They're some of my greatest friends. I have a nephew, not blood related, but he's my nephew. Shout out to Kai. Love you to death, little man. Him and my grandson rocking the same age. That's real. Now, the other thing you look at in this world is having HHE followers. Okay. It's not followers. It's people that want to be our friends. I mean, shit. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've never had a problem with that. And then the word jealousy is getting spread around. Whew, boy, is it ever. But supposedly, I'm responsible for getting people booted from groups and, all kinds of stuff. And, listen, in this game, hell, I think me and Quack at one time had a shouting match back and forth and whatever. And then we talked again for a little while, whatever. And then we hated each other again, whatever. It's part of the game. He's having fun over in HSP, running his company. I run PPF, having a blast. Promoing a VOH, having a fucking blast. PDA is one of the up-and-comers that's really got my interest peaked. Me and Jacob Carney, were talking about it the other night. I think TDC's doing some cool shit over there. And like I said, the guy's name I never remember. His name's Vane as character. They're doing great shit over PDA. So go check it out. Subscribe it. Check it out. I think they have a YouTube page they're going to be doing. Congratulations to TDC. And there's another guy. We've had words. We didn't like each other, but you know what? We coexist. And oh my God, he never called me a gangbanger and that I had blood money. Yeah. Listen, am I part of a club? Of course I am. That's never been a secret. It's been in my promos. I've had my air ride truck in my promos. Whew, that exposure is not going to go so well, bud. But whatever. Once again, I must be spending a lot of money because I've won 28 world titles. Man, I don't know if my wife or my girlfriend would love the fact that I spend all that money to win fake belts in fake groups and characters that aren't real. It's like going to Disney World and paying them to dress up as Goofy. It don't make sense, does it? Ta-da! Anyway, I'm one of those guys that, and yeah, Eric, I see your comment there about their actions getting them booted, but I got blamed for the booting. I got told that it was me, solely me, killing VOH and turning it into the new PPF and all this other stuff. Listen, do I give owners advice if they ask me? Of course I do. Do I feel like the VOH of the past does not compete with the current product that's going around? Like if you go watch PDA, okay, I'm going to use that as an example. You go watch PDA and even HSP and PPF. Did that former product compete with those products? No, it didn't. It didn't. I'm sorry. You had promos that were very flat based, quiet, toned down, not very hard hitting. Okay, so you go over to PDA and you watch as some of those guys come on screen, even some former VOH loyalists that are performing in PDA and HSP have changed their style. It's gotten harder. It's gotten fiercer. There's a couple more cuss words. There's a couple more, I don't know, it's a different dynamic. Okay. So if you don't progress, you always regress. Said it a million times. So do I feel like VOH is finally, you know, right back up there where it belongs? You're damn right I do. I believe that VOH, I would endorse that product 100 times over because I think they deserve it. I think VOH is a brand that needs to live. Chris Nichols, one of my best friends in this game too. Back in the day, I was going to be a forbidden, I was going to be their manager because I didn't really want a promo. Boy, look at the difference 9 years makes. you know, uh, 9 years is a long time to be in this. But for me to worry about somebody exposing Chris Ishler, bro, I'm an open book, homie. I'm an open book. There's certain promo artists out there I just don't think they're good, and I would tell them that. I mean, if you go back months ago, I come on here and I talked about how I just didn't like how Johnny Blade said that, his wiener couldn't get hard if he won a title. Me and Johnny, we talked, we had some words. He said he didn't like it. It's just the way I felt. Now you look at Johnny's product. Johnny has stepped it up. Okay. He's won multiple fucking titles. He's in one of the most competitive, things I see with him being a promo artist in HSP. He's one of the most competitive there. Okay. See how that changes when somebody gives you an opinion you may not like. It's the way it works in the world today. You don't always have to like what somebody tells you because it's their opinion. So when you walk onto the screen and you say VOH sucks now, that is just a detriment to the VOH. That is a disgusting, vile thing to say about a group that you supposedly love. I love it. I love VOH. I got the championship right there, and I humbly come on screen all the time. I even went and had the original KOP, which I always loved, Chris Nichols. I just want to tell you that. I love that fucking belt, man. That belt right there is, I called it the big gold of the industry. And that's me being truthful. I think I just said it to these guys the other night in the group chat. We were talking. I always looked at the VOH King of Promos as the big gold, okay? Because you had VOH and BTB back then. That's all we had until I think WGP and Revolution, they spurred out of some of that too. And I think HSP came later on. I'm not exactly of the dates, but I know they all spurred out of, VOH. Okay. Um, and that belt there, when I watched certain people hold it, I just thought, wow, what a fucking beautiful belt. What a beautiful championship that I am going to try to hold one day. Took me 8 years to get back to VOH and win that championship. So that's a story that's true. 8 years I fought and fought and fought till I finally got that belt on my shoulders, which people think I don't deserve, which people think that I paid to win, which people think that, well, for some reason that I have all this influence that I can change winning and losing. Listen, you win and you lose by your own merits, by judges' standards. If they don't like what you did, you're going to lose. If they like what you did, you're going to win. That's how simple this promo game runs. I'm just a guy that will tell you, I tell the truth a lot and people don't like it. And I'm sorry, hell, Mad T put up a post about me, didn't like what I said about one of his friends. We spoke. Do I have any issues with Mad T? No. No issues at all. The cat was just trying to get a rise out of people and he did it. Good for him. That's what we do this for, to get reaction. Actions causes reactions. Simple math. And I can get a reaction out of a lot of people by just coming on screen. This will get a reaction because I'm coming out here and doing what they thought was going to crush me. I went to bed and slept like a baby last night. I hope all you had a good rest. And then I was up early, had a meeting, came back home and said, why not have a hot cup of coffee with my friends, talk some business, talk some real shit, real life. Here's the real life. Chris Ishler's life has no bearing on the promo world. If you think it does and you think that's going to get you a boner, go ahead, man. I hope you enjoy because there's nothing that interesting. Have I done things in my life as a real human being that most people would say, oh my God, he should be in prison? Maybe. It's none of your fucking business. And as for where I'm going, heaven or hell, that's nobody's fucking business neither. I'll go where I choose to go. That's the way it works. I'm just a happy individual who loves this game, and I enjoy working for some people. And then there's just some people I don't work for. I've mentioned it. Me and Dr. Quack are not friends, so I don't work for HSP. But I've met some of my great friends in HSP. Okay. Me and TDC, we ain't besties. We're not going to lunch together. But do I support his PDA and what he's doing over there? You're fucking right, I do. I think, hey, he's doing a great job. I'll say this. I see PDA being more successful than Revolution was. Just being real. The product is just really good. And it may just be the perfect time for it, okay? Is there anything that I hold against any of them guys? Fuck no. We're in a promo group. I'm not going to go to TDC's house and knock on the door and say, hey, fuck you, asshole. He's going to say, fuck you, asshole. And fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It's not going to work that way. Okay. So when I get off this podcast, I'll go back to enjoying my life. Today is belt cleaning day, by the way, which is a 6 to 7 hour process. These guys watching will tell you. My room is full of them. I've got drawers with belts in them still. More belts on the way. By the way, just a quick little tidbit to the guys who pay attention to what we talk about in group chats. I've spoke of the original BTB World Belt. It's coming home, daddy. Also, a PPF original belt will be returning too. There's so many great belts in this game today. I've held the HSP Pure Heart title. HSP tag titles. Watch this. Oh my God, for a guy who hates people. HSP tag titles are the nicest belts in the industry when it comes to a tag team game. I've held them. Love them. They are sexy. And I give Quack credit for that. Shit. I forget who made them belts. I'm sorry. I would advertise for that guy, but I can't remember who makes them now. If you watch the product, it's usually advertised. Great belts. The PDA World title, I just saw that debut. Beautiful fucking title. I think that title is just a sexy son of a bitch too. It puts me in an homage of almost the KOP. I see what you did there. But the reason I come on today is just to let you know that, dude, if you were that stressed over this shit, you shouldn't be in this shit because none of us are that stressed. I did not go to my wife last night and go, oh my God, this guy hates me. He don't like me. I don't care. I really don't. It weighs no bearing on my real life or on my promo life. Yeah, ORM. There you go. That's who made the HSP tag belts. Very beautiful belts. I'm trying to reach my damn cards here without unplugging a bunch of shit. Hold on a second, guys. I also have a belt maker I want you to check out. That's guy right here. Right there. He has made some very beautiful championships. For myself and a friend of mine, James Ellis, he actually made the King of Promos Championship. So go to his site, check him out. One more time, I'll put it up there for you guys so you can see it. Go check out that guy right there. He will take care of you. I think you can see that clearly. Okay. He will take care of you. The KOP, one of the most beautiful belts I've held in my life. I actually have a wonderful ECW title here. Beautiful belt. Really, really great quality. The strap is nice. The backing is nice. The etching is fucking sexy. The KOP I can show you. It's right here. He made this belt for me. This is a thing of beauty. If you don't think that's a beautiful fucking title, you're crazy. This is a beautiful belt. Really wonderful quality, floppy leather, you know, just the snaps line up. That's an important thing to me. It sounds dumb, but the snaps line up, sits well on your shoulder, fits beautifully around your waist. And yeah, it's really good for pictures with your wife. Just saying. A little bit of belt comedy there. So, that's what I want to come on here today for. People want to expose me for some reason. I mean, good for them. Expose me. I just did. There's nothing else that's that interesting about old school. You know, there's nothing that interesting about the old school character that in the promo realm. Did he have friends? Don't he? Does he not have those friends? Did it friends come and go, man? People come and go in the promo game. If you think that bears any weight on any group out there, you're crazy. It doesn't. This is not the game you get in and go, well, let me see if I can tell him that he's a murderer. I'm not a murderer. Have I seen dead bodies? Yes, I have. Have I been around dead bodies? Yes, I have. A young gangbanger got shot up here on the corner and I held his hand while he died. Phew. Send me to hell. Send me to hell, man. I held the man's hand while nobody else would when the cops wouldn't go near the car because they were afraid there was going to be another drive-by. I held his hand and prayed with him as his brains hung out of his nose. Holler at me if you think that's bullshit. I've done a lot in my lifetime. 48 years old. So some guy in my messenger blowing me up, pissed off about a fake world of fake characters. If you think that is going to make me go, change my ways, I'm not changing nothing. I'll still continue to do my podcast. I'll still continue to talk about things that people don't like. I'll still continue to drink my coffee, whoop some ass, win some more championships, and have fucking fun. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what this game's about. That's why I love this game. You can say what you want, but there's nothing else to say. So, no, I don't spend blood money on groups. Have I bought belts? Who hasn't bought belts? I mean, it's what we do. We're belt collectors. I go and I look at Chris Champion the other day. Beautiful belts he had done by Chris Nichols. Damn, must have been bought with blood money. My guy ordered the belts he's won. That's my problem. Don't assume you know, because you know what assuming does. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Just saying. Beautiful cup sent to me by my brother. Big sweet. Love it. Thank you. Need to update it because it only says 28 or 27 and I've got 28 now. But I'm going to have a cigarette here. Any other subjects y'all want to talk about, just go ahead and comment in the section here. Plenty of viewers. I'm sure people are wanting to see what I got to say if I was going to come out here and go nuts. Well, whatever. It's funny that people take this game so seriously. It really is. Even, listen, I've got friends that watch this game and they're like, man, these guys really believe there's something, don't they? I said, you only know the half of it, dude. I've dealt with people that think that their shit don't stink. That they were going to go into the movies and be movie stars and all this other shit, and it just don't happen, man. If you're planning on using this as a gateway to get discovered to become a movie star, wrong fucking thing to do. Because listen, some of the stuff is so unbelievable and laughable that it just would never get you there. I mean, some may. Hey, good luck if they do. I praise you if you do. But me, I'm just an everyday dude who comes on here to be something that I'm. Well, I don't know. I guess old school's kind of me. Me and old school are kind of one. And it's funny. In 9 years, a lot of people that talk to me on the phone, they don't call me Chris. They call me school. They've always called me school, and it's just something I'm used to. You know what I mean? I remember I spoke of Mad T earlier. I met Mad T in CWF. Ooh, what a shithole! But we were both there at the same time, and he was always respectful. And he he went his way, I went mine, and we crossed paths. Whatever it is, what it is. But he's enjoying what he's doing. I enjoy what I do. And guess what? That's all the promo world is. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, you shouldn't fucking be here. If it's this stressful and you are this upset over a game, bruh, shit, man. I all I want is a drama-free, sucker-free life in the promo realm and in real life. And in the group chats, we say good morning and there's no bullshit. It's every morning, PPF, we good morning to everybody, check on everybody. In the evenings, we have a nice 2, 3 hour, 4 hour conversation on a group chat. If your group's not doing that, you should really, really, really try to entice them to do it. It brings the promo artists together a little more. You have a little fun, you joke around, you get to know each other. That's just my advice. But hey, my advice and my opinion is evidently bullshit. So, hope you guys had a wonderful day today. Yeah, well, some people think that, I don't know, they take it seriously because they think they're owed something. They think that, their stature carries pull or their stature carries some kind of weight. Listen, I've been doing this 9 fucking years. When I walk in a group, I'm considered one of the veterans. Uh, there's plenty of people here that can tell you that I'm one of the ones that if they hit me up and say, hey, man, what do you think of this promo? I give them my advice. If they need help with the promo, I give them my advice. And here's the kicker. You ready for this? 90% of the time when I do it, they win. Uh-oh. Just being real with you. They win. They win championships. They win matches. Hell, I've edited videos for people before because I thought, hey, it's a good promo, but throw this song behind it and this graphic and this and that, and boom, it just became a beautiful fucking thing. So, I mean, what else do we need to expose here today? Uh, let's see. We'll go over the checklist one more time, and then we'll get out of here. I'm a gangbanger. Blood money. Two-faced guy. Both my faces kind of look similar. They both have beautiful, sexy beards. And I supposedly pay with my blood money to win in promo groups or influence the owners in promo groups. Well, I can tell you right now, Brandon Singer's never received a dime from me. Chris Nichols has never received a dime from me. I know Dr. Quack's never received a dime from me. I mean, let's talk, So, how I live my life in real life, that's my life. I can do what I want. You don't change that. You don't have a say in that. And here's the biggest part. Nobody gives a fuck about my real life. So if that's what you're going to use, bro, here it is. Play this video for everybody. Enjoy. I don't care. I will go back to enjoying a beautiful cup of coffee, a hot cigarette, and a wonderful, beautiful day. That's all I can give you, man. I hope that made you happy. I hope you're sitting back going, man, I hope everybody hates you now. Nobody hates me, bro. Nobody hates the player in the game. It is what it is. I'm a man. All men do things. We do what we have to do to survive in life for our families, for our children, for our wives, our grandchildren, our friends who have tuned in. And I thank you guys all for tuning in today because it's been a very, very fun show. I've had a blast talking facts, talking some good shit, endorsing some groups that people would think that, oh my God, I'm going to say they're pieces of shit and I hate them. And I have no bearing on that. I just think that I've been watching PDA and TDC is one of the guys that can sit there and not lie and say, hey, he's liking stuff. He's voting on stuff. And I just think PDA is a great product right now. So congratulations to them. HSP is still going strong. Congratulations to them. VOH is alive and well and thriving. Congratulations to them. And to my PPF loyalists who really work hard, put out the great products. We are fucking thriving. We are doing great. And with my blood money, guys, I'm going to be buying brand new championship belts for the whole group, the champions. So in the future, be waiting for that. I just got to wait till I kill a couple people, and then we'll get some more money. You like that? Anyway, now that that's over, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. We're getting into the, you know, 10:30 era here in Maryland, where it's a beautiful day. 301 Car Club, always in love, always in respect. I hope everybody is going to have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. Don't get too tired. Don't overheat. Take a break when you need to, because this heat's been pretty bad this year. And to all the promo groups out there, I wish you success. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time in this game we play, and enjoy the game and not the drama and the hate. Because, listen, I'll come out here every day and I'll tell you that, yes, the Coffee with Old School podcast is meant to stir the pot. It's meant to get people to talk. It's meant to get groups' interest. Oh my God. Did I just expose Coffee with Old School? Fuck out of here. I'm not worried about that either. I've always admitted what I say on here is my opinion, and I don't care who likes it. It is what it is. It's fun. I love it. I enjoy it. I got fucking 4 screens set up in here so I can watch all different shit going on at one time. That's what it's about. Study your product, home in on your craft, and then come holler at me. Until then, stay cool, people. Enjoy your day. Yes, yeah, we have the Great American Promo Bash next Saturday. There's Justin, the Purge, another guy that I want to, I send love to. He's my German family, him and his mama. I love them to death, but they're HHE followers too. They've had my back. That hey, they're always honest with me. If they don't like something I say, they're the first ones to tell me. Uh, we always don't agree, but we're family. That's what family does. We all agree to disagree sometimes. But Justin is the reason that our show's going without a hitch. He does the graphics. I give him the event names and I send him my little bullshit graphic. Then he fixes it up, makes it look pretty. And then he produces the show and does a wonderful, wonderful fucking job. And I am utmost grateful for him. Uh, Another guy that's gotten screwed around so many places that I don't know why he's even still in the promo game. He just loves it like I do. I love him and his mom. Also, a big shout out to Big Sweet. I love you. I'm praying for you. As always, I love all you guys. Love, hug, and honor your loved ones, because tomorrow's never guaranteed. You never know. Enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee on Old School. That one's from me to y'all. And I will definitely be back probably next week with another beautiful podcast. See if we can stir some shit. You know how I do. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you share it, like it, subscribe, enjoy. I'm out here, guys.